If you're thinking about buying property in Wales over the next few years, you need to hear this, because what I'm seeing right now looks very similar to the early stages of the last property crash. My name's Corey Reese. I'm a property millionaire and property mentor, and people come to me to escape their 9-to-5 and get financially free through property. Now, I spend a lot of time looking at the data, housing, lending, affordability, and the wider economy, and the direction is clear. Things are slowing down, not improving. Mortgage rates are still high compared to incomes, and affordability is stretched. Wages simply haven't kept up with the price of houses, and that always leads to pressure somewhere in the system. The big issue right now is sellers. Across Wales, many sellers are still pricing their homes as if it's 2021 or 2022, but buyers today just can't afford those numbers. And as a result, what we're seeing is more price reductions, more deals fall through, and properties sat on the market for way longer. And this is one of the signs of a turning market. In parts of Wales that saw huge growth after COVID, coastal towns, commuter areas, lifestyle locations, demand is already cooling. Not because people don't want to live there, but because affordability has finally hit a wall. And I've been predicting this housing market crash in 2026 for years. If you go back and you watch my content, I've always talked about this, how there was a crash coming, but here's the important part and why it's relevant to you. If you look at the last cycle, the best property opportunities, the best property buying opportunities didn't appear immediately, but they showed up a little bit later. So somewhere between 2009 and 2013, right? Prices were low, sentiment was terrible, and nobody wanted to buy houses. That's usually when the best deals exist. Based on what the data is showing right now, I expect the strongest buying window in Wales to open up in around 2 years. And once it does, there could be a 3 to 4 year period where opportunities are way better than they are today. Now, there's another factor this time that's especially relevant to Wales, and that's the aging population. Okay, now over the next decade, a large number of older homeowners, they're going to be downsizing or passing properties on through estates. That means that more homes are going to be coming onto the market, especially in these rural areas and smaller towns. So when supply increases and the demand weakens, then the prices have to adjust. It's not emotional. This is just how the market works. And anyone who's studied the market, will understand this. We're already starting to see early signs of this. Prices are softening. We're getting fewer transactions, longer selling times, and that's how a correction begins. And even when the prices are getting accepted, when sellers are getting the price that they asked for, then the banks are just coming in and they're down valuing it. So the house is just sat on the market for longer because sellers don't want to budge, and they're just putting the property on the market and saying, oh, we'll just wait it out. So why does this matter to you? Well, if you're younger or you're feeling rushed into buying because you're scared of missing out, then slow down. And most property mentors won't tell you this, because property mentors, 9 times out of 10, they want you to think now is the best time to buy. But I say, save your capital, strengthen your position, because time is on your side. Don't follow the national headlines. Focus on your own local Welsh market. Track price reductions, time in the market, and buyer demand. The data always moves before the headlines do. And property has always been about buying well, not about buying fast. Even though I knew this crash was coming, I've still been buying below market value deals, refinancing after a refurb, recycling my money and getting it out, and then sticking it on 5-year mortgages to give the property market a chance to recover. Understand the cycle, be patient, and when the window opens, be ready to act. That's how real long-term wealth is built in property. Now, you've heard it here first, and I will be coming back to this video when the market does crash. So look, you've heard it here first. These are my property predictions. I've been saying it for years now, and I feel more confident than ever that in 2026, we are finally going to see that property market crash. Follow me on Instagram, Property by Corey, so you can get daily updates on how the market is doing, what I'm doing with my portfolio, and the moves that I'm making to make sure that I'm taking advantage of this market crash in 2026.